Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everybody, to another virtual session of 1 Million Cups Bentonville. Thank you, everybody out there, whether you're watching on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or in the future on recorded video. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. My name is Caleb Talley. I'm the Director of Marketing and Events for Startup Junkie, but also a proud 1 Million Cups volunteer. For those of you who are watching and may not be familiar with 1 Million Cups, it's an organization that was created on the notion that entrepreneurs discover solutions and engage with their communities over 1 million cups of coffee. So I hope everybody's well caffeinated or at least has their coffee with them this morning. The Kauffman Foundation developed 1 Million Cups in 2012 as a free program designed to educate, engage, and inspire entrepreneurs around the country. Through the power of volunteers, 1 Million Cups has grown to more than 160 communities. So the idea is wherever you are in the world, if you're in I guess, large enough community, you should be able to find a 1 Million Cups chapter close to you. Plug in, go to these 1 Million Cups events, and kind of engage with entrepreneurs and like-minded innovators and that sort of thing. As a program of the Kauffman Foundation, 1 Million Cups works with entrepreneurs, empowering them with the tools and resources to break down barriers that stand in the way of starting and growing their businesses. Today, I'm excited to have Scotty Lechuga. She's the founder of Natural State Rock and Republic, a multi-faceted recycling retreat and a hub for local cyclists and destination for those traveling to Arkansas to ride bikes, and so much more than that. But I'm not going to give any of that away. I'm going to let her do that. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to you, Scotty.
Hi. Thank you so much for the kind introduction. Happy to be here today. And I wanted to just start with why we are here. We are a multifaceted cycling retreat. We're in Springdale, Arkansas. It's called Natural State Rock and Republic. But the heart and soul of this project really started from my own personal journey on a bicycle. And so in the past decade, I've competed internationally and domestically as a pro cyclist on the road. And in 2018, I had kind of just a rough year. I was really beating myself up, a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety around racing. And so I stepped back from racing and really tried to redefine why it was that I cycled in the first place. And so I decided to sign my husband, Ernie, and I up for the hardest race in the world that I could find. And that was Silk Road Mountain Race. And it was in Kyrgyzstan, 1,000 miles, self-supported, rugged, just absolutely life-changing. And it did exactly what I was kind of looking for at that moment in my life, was redefine my passion for the sport. And so when we came back from Kyrgyzstan, I was so excited. And I told Ernie, I want to find a platform to share the journey of cycling, what it means, how it develops your personality, how it enables people to overcome obstacles, and just create an environment that kind of gives people just a little taste of what it's like to push your limits, to go beyond, whether you're starting from the couch or you're a pro cyclist. We're so excited to share this platform because it's our passion and our heart and soul for the sport kind of delivered to people in a friendly way that brings like-minded people together. So we're here in Springdale, like I said, and we've got this beautiful 6.5 acre property that is right off the Greenway. We actually have our own private Greenway gate. And so all of our tours and expeditions are leaving and ending here at this beautiful historic property. We have a 10-bedroom, 10-bath guest house that's broken up into private suites. And so we are booking that off of Airbnb. And so people are coming here, whether they're cyclists or not, just to enjoy this beautiful facility that we have. In addition to that, I'll show you guys on the website. We've got, you can stay, like I just said. The guest house is open to all guests. Our riding opportunities include tours and expeditions, which is where we pack up and go on these amazing rides throughout the Ozarks. We've got mountain bike, gravel bike, road bike, all types of levels. Whether you're a child, we've got kids opportunities, and we've got, adult, and just everything in between. Really hoping that we can touch everyone that loves to ride bikes. We've also got our coaching platform here. Ernie and I have been coaching for over a decade. And my husband Ernie is a really awesome bike fitter. And so he's doing a lot of bike fits through our facility here, training people on site, coaching, and just helping people really feel confident and comfortable on their bicycle, because that's really where it all starts, is just having that comfort level when you're out on your bike. And so whether you're looking for just a getaway, like just a relaxed vacation, or whether you want kind of that high octane, high adrenaline cycling vacation, we are here, and we are so excited to share this platform with people.
Awesome. Thank you for that presentation. So while we wait, I'll just tell everybody you can drop your question in the comments. There's kind of a little lag here between the feed and live feed and when it's actually seen by those on Facebook. So I'll jump in with some original questions. So when did you open officially?
Yeah, not too long ago. February 20th was our grand opening. And we've been coaching since we landed, because we kind of brought that with us from Little Rock, Arkansas. So our coaching platform has been going on, but the guest house itself just opened, literally over a month ago.
And tell me a little bit about the process, I guess. Obviously it's the past 12 13 months have been crazy, but tell me a little bit about y'all's process of going about trying to launch this really cool thing in the midst of such a challenging time.
Yeah, COVID has definitely thrown a wrench into a lot of small businesses. And I guess where we're fortunate is we're an outdoor based industry. When you're on a bike, you're in the safest place, which is outside, breathing fresh air. And so I think people are really looking for those opportunities to still connect with other individuals in a safe way. And cycling really does provide that for people. So we're really lucky in that we can still continue doing what we do. And hopefully we're towards the end of this pandemic, and we'll see more and more people traveling and enjoying, being on the road and staying in unique places like this one.
And I would say too, it kind of lends itself to those who want to travel, but might not necessarily want to go to a place that's congested and full of thousands of people. You can actually get out and feel like you're kind of further away from a lot of people. Martha in the comments here, she says, "Hello, Scotty. Tell everyone about the art museum you host as well.
Yeah.
Fabulous."
So when we first got here, the house was it's a historic home, and the original structure was built in 1885, and it's beautiful. The house had amazing a skeleton that was just phenomenal, but it was very outdated. It had really old wallpaper, just some crazy color schemes. And so Ernie and I started peeling off wallpaper and getting the house to where it really looked refreshed and new and welcoming. And so as we were doing that, we were uncovering these beautiful white walls, and it dawned on me that it could be a local artist gallery. And so we started contacting some regional artists, and they were very interested in being a part of our project. And so we now have 4 artists installed, and we'll be kind of turning artists every 2 months and having receptions for them as well. This is just one of them right now, Matt Miller. He's from Fayetteville. And so these are all artists from this region that we hope to promote and just encourage through sharing our wall space.
And Travis Stevens asks, other than Airbnb, how are y'all marketing yourselves?
Great question. We are teamed up with an ad agency that's helping us with Google Ads. We are doing our best to promote through visual media on Instagram and Facebook, but really word of mouth is what means the most to us. We are a very personal touch kind of business. When someone comes and either gets a bike fit or they come on a tour with us, the word of mouth share is invaluable to our type of business.
And Jacob asks, do you sell bikes as well?
We do not. We are not going to be any sort of a retail organization, just because we want to support our local bike shops. And so what we do is kind of like not so much the sales, but getting you comfortable on whatever bike it is that you've chosen. We work with with the product that you bring to the table, and then encourage you to go support local bike shops for purchases like bikes, saddles, handlebars, things like that.
And how have y'all, I guess, gone about engaging with the local shops and entities that are, I guess, already here in Northwest Arkansas that are in that biking community?
Yeah, we've reached out to several of the different clubs that are here and are just telling them, hey, we would love to help if you want to grow in the sport. Everyone comes to cycling at a different level. And now we have so many different types of riding. You've got single track mountain biking, you've got gravel cycling, you got road cycling, and we love all of them. And so we are really trying to connect with local clubs. We're also getting in with local bike shops and saying, can we help make your customers more happy on their bicycles? Because a lot of bike shops don't have a committed bike fitting platform. And so if that's a piece that we can fill in, we love to do that. Yeah, it's been a great, Northwest Arkansas is a great community in terms of connectivity and helping each other find where we can, make each other better.
Yeah, you see where y'all would all supplement each other so well
Yeah.
within that biking community. Excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah.
Went down the wrong
Sorry,
way.
buddy. Yes. Okay. All right. So Danielle said, "Wow, you may have already mentioned this, but what was your profession before before you developed this business? Was cycling a hobby turned business?"
So I was a professional cyclist for about 8 years, and that was my job, and it was a cool one. I got to travel all over the world to compete racing bikes, and my husband had the same opportunity. He was also a professional cyclist for years. And when the two of us met, he was kind of on the retiring end of his cycling professional career. And so I found him and begged him to coach me. And so that's how we actually met. And the two of us started LeBorn Coaching, which is our cycling and endurance sport coaching platform back in 2010. And so as I was competing, the cool thing is, we can bring coaching wherever we go. We're working with athletes online and we're creating training programs for them, talking to them on the phone about their growth. And so it's been a combination of, the professional sport combined with coaching.
And I'm good now. Travis asked, "Do you have any idea what percent of your patrons are from Northwest Arkansas versus in-state versus out of state?"
Yeah, we are gathering that on a daily basis. A lot of our hits on our website have been from regional Northwest Arkansas people that are looking to ride, and it was really refreshing to have some interaction there and feedback. We were creating our tours to host people starting in our guest house, ending in our guest house, thinking that it would accommodate out of town people the best. And then someone local chimed in, well, what if I want to just join you guys for the tour, but I don't need to have accommodation? I was like, that's such a good idea. And so we made a whole rate for people who are locals that helps them out a little bit if they don't need accommodation the night before and after the tours. And so we're really trying to listen to the community, what they want, and figure out who is looking for these tours. It's a lot of Northwest Arkansans.
And Morgan asked, "Love getting to see this amazing space during the open house last month. The bar is especially cool. Any thoughts about opening a bar and/or restaurant that people can stop at, even if they're not guests?"
That I'm so excited you asked, because that is in the works. We got our retail food permit just last month, and we are actually rezoning this property. We go to session next week to decide if it's going to be passed. And what it's going to do is allow us to open our greenway gate and our public, front door gate to the public. Right now, we're only allowed to serve food and beverage service to our guests. And this rezoning application will make it open to anyone. And so we are looking to partner with a local either chef or coffee shop to make this place accessible as a public venue, somewhere you could ride to on the Greenway and stop for food and coffee.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Martha asked, "Are you booking cyclists for the 2022 International Cyclocross Championship?"
It's done. We have the Luxembourg national team is traveling internationally to compete, and they have already booked the guest house.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how did that come to be?
Cycling is a small family. When you know people in the industry and you kind of are sharing with them what's happening, word of mouth just kind of spreads like wildfire. And so the fact that we are just 10 miles up the interstate from the Fayetteville U.S. Sorry, International World Championship in January of 2022 is pretty cool. This place is repurposed for cycling. We've got bike storage, we've got bike wash stands, we've got everything that a cycling team would need. And so we've really tried to push that in order to accommodate these types of pro teams that are going to be coming to Northwest Arkansas to compete.
I just didn't know if anybody had an in with the Luxembourg national team. Or
Yeah,
that's cool.
like I said, it's just friends of friends in the
Yeah,
industry that
that's
start
cool.
spreading the word on your behalf. It's great.
And Danielle said, "It's okay. I choke on spit when I'm excited too." You got me there. What was the name of that coach again, or the coaching? I got a call that interfered with the sound. Have you heard of Michael Trigold? I think he's developed a new bike in Little Rock. You may want trial participation to test the design.
Interesting. I have not heard of that name. Our coaching business, if that's what she's referring to, is LeBorn Coaching, and it's kind of there's Natural State Rock and Republic. That's our venue here in Springdale. LeBorn Coaching is what we've operated as for the last decade plus, and so we've decided to keep both names, even though that is a little confusing to people sometimes. It's all Lechuga run, but we're kind of structuring our coaching business as a partner of Natural State Rock and Republic.
I think she might be referring to Marshall.
Martial?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do know, yes, I know Martial very well, and we did ride with him a lot when we were living in Central Arkansas. And the company he's running now is Time Bicycles. It's a French company. I've actually got 2 road bikes headed our way soon from
Awesome.
their company. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And Marshall, all good, Danielle. But it looks like we don't have any more questions in the comments, so I'm going to throw you the weekly 1 million cups finale question, which is, what can we as a community do to help you?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. And honestly, the best thing that people can do for us right now is to encourage those who are riding to just check out our platforms. We have something for everyone. Last weekend, we did a family urban bikepacking challenge. We are also going to have road tours. We have wine and dine options to rugged off-road, self-supported options. And so the best thing for us is to have people know that we want to meet where they are in the sport. You don't have to be this high-end racer to find yourself here. You can literally just be getting started or needing a lesson to clip in, and we're looking to help everybody that rides a bike.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us this morning and talk about your business. We really appreciate it. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in from wherever they were this morning. And this will obviously live on the 1 Million Cups Bentonville Facebook page for anybody that wants to go back and watch any of that or share it. We welcome that. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.